Well, hello there. Today, we are playing a game by the name of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Despite the kind of niche theme of the game, it is actually one of the best, city builder games in recent memory. It's like someone took cities' skylines, also, this game has a frickload of mods, but it's basically merged with something like OpenTTD or Transport Fever. It sometimes feels like a survival game, because it's not enough to just build a city, but you have to give food and a bunch of other necessities and the power and the water and everything else to your citizens. In addition to which, you can trade with other countries and produce a bunch of resources. Now, what we're gonna do today is we're gonna jump into a custom game. We could play in Taiga. And before you start the game, you can actually choose what the difficulty is gonna be like. And I think this is the single most important screen in the entire game. Because this will affect how you play greatly. For example, there's a realistic mode where you don't just spawn the resources you need to build stuff in exchange for money. You actually have to bring them in from customs, and that means that suddenly you're thinking about the industry and a bunch of other things. Now, today we're leaving this particular mode off, just so I can get some stuff done in the stream and it's not too hard. Now, the citizens' reaction is gonna be medium if they're not happy. We're gonna need to manage energy and fuel for buildings and vehicles. We're gonna need to manage water and also waste, but not the stuff that's left over after you demolish a building. We're gonna go with no maintenance this time. We're gonna go with seasons, with building fires, with global events, and with pollution. We're gonna have the complex education, crime and justice, traffic, but we're gonna disable research. Because otherwise you'd need a university, which would research various new buildings, but we're just kind of going ahead with everything unlocked so we can build all the cool houses and see where all the resources are on the map and all the other stuff. We're gonna have a day and night cycle, and we're gonna start in the 1960s. So we're gonna have a bunch of early vehicles and stuff. I am running a few mods for the game, but in general it's gonna be pretty close to a vanilla experience. So most of the regular buildings and other stuff. What I have is just a quality of life thing. And how this works is that you're basically thrown into this huge as frick map, and you can just choose where you want to build a city, and get on with building a republic. There is the Eastern Bloc border, and there's also the NATO border, and there's multiple customs posts. So what that means is that you have rubles, I think, and you have dollars as your two currencies. And depending which resources you try to import from which side, the money that you use for those is gonna change. The first city that we're gonna build is probably gonna be near the Soviet border, just because we have a bunch of rubles and stuff. And most of the vehicles are Soviet and everything. Aside from that, we also have the unlock, where we see what resources are available. So, for example, we can see that this area of the map, somewhere around here, it has a frickload of coal. And, this is very useful if you want to have, a power plant, and if you want to, export the coal as well. Before we even build the city, we could actually plop down, a coal mine. And you can see that, hey, there's, a bunch of stuff here that changes colors as we find more. 33, wow. Okay, actually, this is fine, 40%. We can always place down more mines later. Now, what I'm thinking is I could place small storages. The idea being that as workers come to work in the mines, that doesn't mean that there's always going to be someone on the opposite side to receive the coal for processing and stuff. Because we are going to need a coal processing plant as well. Now, it could be a bit further away, but the workers are actually going to have to come to work on foot, so it kind of makes sense for us to keep the buildings kind of close to one another, like this. Now, my only problem is that the coal plant is freaking huge, because goddamn. So maybe I'm placing things a bit too close. Now, there's also an overpass where I can, put a little road in the middle, so it doesn't interfere. And if I want, I can just get rid of the plant and move it somewhere else. Yeah, this gives us a bit more space to work with. Nice. Come on. There. Get rid of the conveyor and build our own little overpass. Yay. I think I'm building things a bit too close, but no one really cares. It's fine. And let's build some roads. It's also extremely easy to change like the curvature of the roads, so it's actually kind of chill. Yeah, all of this is connected up. So the coal is now being processed, which makes me think that we could probably use some more storage. I think the small storage is probably enough right now. However, from the storage onwards, it becomes a bit more tricky. I don't know what I want to build. Probably one of the conveyors that's split up into multiple ones. The idea being that I might want to straight up power a coal power plant. Let's see, the terrain is pretty smooth, so we shouldn't have many issues doing that. My only problem is that the power plants and like all of these buildings, they're super freaking big. Which, you know, bit of an issue, because how do I put this? We have a lot of money, but if I wanted to do a start with less money to work with, it would be way more tricky. But yeah, we're gonna have a big as frick power plant, probably connected with the roads and stuff, just like everything else. This does look a little bit messy. Maybe I should clean it up somewhat. Oh no, this is in the way. Yay. Something like this. In addition to that, we probably want a rail loading. So there's like train aggregate loading. This is what we want. Maybe even the bigger version of the building, because why not Lamau? Oh wait, we're gonna need one of the overpass things for this road as well. Yeah, this is always super annoying to build. I think honestly that's one of the very few things that the players playing this game are a little bit upset, is that things sometimes are finicky. But thankfully nothing too crazy. Now, this is gonna be our like first industrial area that's like all planned out. Aside from that, we most likely want a bus stop where people can come and do work. And honestly, on second thought, we might also want to have just like a regular railway station here. Because if there's like trains coursing here, we could also have the trains bring workers. Because this game has a mechanic where every building that you build needs to be reachable on foot. So the actual workers can get here. That's the workers and resources bit. So let's see. Citizens train platform. I honestly think the small platform's probably enough here, because typically the platforms only affect how many people can be like waiting here. And you can see that almost everything is directly reachable except for the coal processing plant. That's where footpaths come in. So you can build little paths that connect to the main roads and that let pedestrians move around more quickly. Yeah. And if I place the train station now, basically everything is reachable. This is great. Now, it is going to be a little bit awkward here, but like nothing we couldn't handle. Now, I'd basically have a choice between either routing these two separately or just having them be a part of the same, you know, route. Which I still don't know what's the better option here. Maybe I could make this be one way. So like I'd have a main line that goes here. We could actually make this like a two-way thing. And then it just kind of joins, right? Something like this. Because they're all gonna go in the same direction. And then on the opposite side, we can have a little section here that cuts off from the main one and goes like here. Also, yeah, I am very much overcomplicating. This doesn't need to be such a mess. But yeah, this is kind of when we get into like signaling and stuff. This is fine. Yeah, something like this. Now, the crossing is gonna be a bit of a mess. I could probably fix it, but I'm a dumbass, so how about no? Around. And maybe this is big enough for 2 trains, so we're just gonna set up some like signals here. This basically splits the whole train line into multiple parts. So people can, well, the trains can choose which one is free and where they want to go and stuff. Yeah. Now, if we go over to the border, there's actually quite the distance for us to cover. But luckily, none of it is like too crazily sloped or whatever. So what we can actually do is end up with a fairly, you know, smooth rail line. No mountains or whatever. Also, yeah, we're gonna build like 3 lines here. So this is kind of long. This can probably fit a full-size train, I think, right? So some crossings here and some crossings here. Yeah, that should be fine. Just need to plop down a whole bunch of like chain signals. Oh, frick, wait, I can't. These are too close. Lamau. I always have the problem in the game where I build things too close. Also, yeah, all of these are gonna be two-way because I'm feeling a little bit silly today. There's one signal here and one signal in the opposite direction. There. This is kind of ugly, but who cares? I got the license. My cousin is the dictator, so I get to build a whole frickin' like railway system. Speaking of railways, we probably want to actually build a city that it kind of crosses. Now the citizens can walk up to like 300 meters from a station, so we're not actually that far off if we want the end of the city to reach to the side of the map. Now I kind of want to do a silly thing here and actually build a train roundabout because I'm a dumbass. We can do this, we can make it kind of short, but trains that are small might kind of get caught up on things. So big roundabout. Aside from that, I'm just building an unreasonably long railway that I'm gonna build a city around. It's gonna be great. Okay, some signals for entry and some signals for exit. This is where the trains are made. It's where they spawn, for real, for real. And also a path where the trains can come back in. You know, in case they need to do some EPs. Damn, I'm freaking brilliant. Heck yeah. We also probably want a frickload of road connections to the border, so we can smuggle in goods. Oh, whoa. I'm not quite sure what I want to do here, because I'm gonna need roads that go to the city. I'm gonna build a city here. But I also want to go and get to the border, so... Oh yeah, this actually will work nicely. Now, these are not the fancy asphalt roads, we're just building gravel roads. Because I don't think right now the movement speed is the highest concern, and I can always upgrade the roads later. Oh, whoa. Oh wait, frick, I should have put like a gas station here as well. In case anyone wants to like refuel. Because that is very much a concern. Let's see. Refueling, gas station. There. Perfection. This is actually working out really nicely. Now that I think of it, we probably should do the same, but for the trains. So like a train fueling station. There's like a bigger one and a smaller one. I think the small one's probably enough. Since this is gonna be like one way, we could pull it down here a little bit and have this connect to the other section with a chain signal for entry. Or like a regular even. Yeah, this is probably fine. I'm actually not sure what kind of a signal I need here. There's like different types of signals, and they do different things, and I forget what they do because I'm a silly goober. But yeah, we're gonna probably want to have a little branch off here so it can fit like the full length of a train. And then just a little like turn thing here. Is this pretty? No. Does this look like a freaking crop field? Heck yes. But this should be enough to refuel like 3 or 4 or 5 trains or whatever, so it's actually really nice. Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, and this is gonna be a power plant, so it's gonna generate a frickload of resources for us, but we first have to have a bunch of lines of power going from the border, where we're gonna export resources or import them initially, and to a bunch of like substations and high voltage wires and low voltage wires, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out. So where was I? We have trains, right? We probably want some like train stations in the actual like city. For that, I will probably need to do some measurements to size the city up. I'm thinking like 250 or maybe 275 meters between two stations is a good measurement. Well, 270. Frick, what's 270 times 2? 540? Oh, I chose a bad measurement. So I'm basically trying to space out the train stations more or less equally, so the people will be able to reach everything within the city. I do wonder why there's no, you know, little marker things. Maybe I could place like a decorative statue of some like Soviet dude. Yeah, we're gonna have a Lenin here. It's gonna identify where we need to place the stations in case something happens with the measurement tool. That's 1 Lenin, 2 Lenin, 3 Lenin, and 4 Lenin. Yeah, happy comrade noises. And now we can kind of cancel some of the railways until we set up the passenger stations, because they're literally gonna be like in the middle here. We're gonna plop a station right here on the Lenin. Probably the big station. Oh, that's 900 people. That's a lot of people. So yeah, we're placing one right here. Now, the actual lines are gonna be a little bit goofy, but it's fine. We don't need it to be completely straight, you know? Life is a bit more boring when you're completely straight anyways. Oh, whoa. Hey, there we go. 4 train stations for a huge freaking city. Now, we're like 1,000,000 of rubles out already. We're gonna be so freaking broke soon, goddamn. But like, still some ways to go until we're there, so whatever, maybe it's gonna work out. I kind of want a cargo station? In case I ever like transport stuff. So maybe just like one here. And then we can connect those up to warehouses. And we're gonna, you know, basically bring a bunch of goods in and out and stuff. It's gonna be great. There we go. And then just like trains go in here. And maybe they do a little circle. That is technically out of the borders, but the game doesn't seem to care, so Lamau. I'm wondering whether this layout is good. I really do not know. Oh wait, both of these go inside of here. Oh, yep, I have fricked up. This should ideally be one way. How do I make this one way? Yeah, this is a typical train crossing issue. I need to allow it to kind of split up from here or something. Oh no, I can actually make it work. I'm gonna need to be a little bit goofy here for a second, but this is very much doable. Like this. I am gonna make man-made horrors beyond comprehension. Oh, what am I doing? Jeez. What the fuck am I looking at? Exactly, I know, right? Okay, this is gonna be brilliant, you just look. So, both of the lines are like incoming ones. This means that all of the trains from either direction can come in here, or alternatively, we just have a little exit here. Boom, done. I am brilliant, hell yeah. Wow. Okay, see? Anything can go in here, and then trains with cargo can leave in this direction, and there's like a roundabout here. Or alternatively, I could make another hellish crossing in the opposite direction, but no, I am keeping this simple. I say after constructing whatever the frick this monstrosity is. It's good, we vibing. There's also gonna be like some roads as well. Oh, whoa. I think they're just gonna go like the length of the city. More or less. Let's just make sure it's more or less straight. Well, sort of. And then one that goes down. Simple. Very, very, very simple. So trains are in place. Platforms are in place. Some cargo is also in place. We probably want to build the actual like warehouses and stuff. So, And instead of like a regular connection, we're gonna have one of the factory connections, right? Oh, damn it, they can't actually be placed there. Never mind. We got this. No worries. Basically, the story here is that we can have a bunch of forklifts, and they're gonna ferry around a bunch of resources between a store and the actual like warehouse and everything. So forklift garage, let's go. Wow. And then on this side we can have a big ass shopping center. Because, you know, the people are gonna need to eat something. Small shopping centers or a big shopping center? Hell yeah. This can surely fix us. Now, why do I need forklifts? The answer is I'm very dumb and I don't actually need forklifts. I'm just gonna wing it. Only problem is I don't know if I can route a road along the side. Maybe we need a small shopping center. Then again, I'm probably building way too much infrastructure for something tiny like this. I don't know what I want. I don't know what I need. That's charm of the game, for real, for real. Okay, frick it. This is good enough. As good as it's gonna ever get. Round. You're really not supposed to build things this way, but I'm not good at listening, so yeah. Maybe this is better. Less interference with us building stuff. I'm leaving this like it is. So suddenly, the shopping center is reachable on foot from the train stations. Yee. So that means that people can actually come over here and, you know, just board a train from, for example, here, do a little circle, get out here, go to the store, get food. Hell yeah. And honestly, if we're building like stuff for the people, we could also get like a pub going. Yeah, freaking big ass pub. We're gonna have the best stores, we're gonna have the best alcoholism, it's gonna be amazing. And if we're already working on state infrastructure, right next to the pub, we could put like a kindergarten. Because, you know, you drop your kids off, you go and get freaking sloshed. It's the average Soviet lifestyle, for real, for real. Let's see, can I build a little path in the middle here? Yes, I can. Oh wait, I'm literally connecting the pub to the kindergarten. Aside from that, what else? We're gonna need some schools as well. So we're gonna have the big school on the other side of the pub. Hell yeah. You just go to your classes and then you go and get freaking drunk. Wow. So this should cover our like educational needs because people can't really go to work if their kids don't have like, you know, a place to be during the work hours and stuff. And this game models that. You have to take that into account. Like every person is more or less simulated. What else? What else do we need? We need a hospital, a fire station, school, universities. You know, we could actually put like a little communist party right next to everything else. Right next to the kindergarten, because clearly the commies deserve to suffer as well. Enjoy the nose jerks. Noise. Yeah. I'm just trying to build the worst thing imaginable. For real, for real. Maybe a small police station. Although, yeah, then I'd need to build a little silly road here. I can actually do that, I think. We're gonna have like a police station here and then like a courthouse to the side, right? Also the small version. It's gonna be like super efficient. They're gonna be able to fight crime and then go get sloshed at the bar right next door. Hell yeah. Our party is not gonna get overthrown because literally everyone's gonna be freaking drunk all the time. Also, when talking about state infrastructure, we could actually put like a tiny prison down here, I think. The only problem is it'd be like right next to the kindergarten. Probably not like a good idea. I think I'm gonna be more responsible towards like the children of the, you know, the yin I'm building. So we should probably place down like a playground or something that, you know, kids would actually enjoy. There are actually playgrounds, I think, right? There's fountains. See? We're gonna have a children's playground here? Fuck, okay, just give me a second. Okay, so look, we have a children's playground, so both the people from the kindergarten and the school, and also the communist headquarters can come and play in the sand. And of course, overlooking all of that, we're gonna have a giant statue of Lenin, because of course we are. Oh yeah, we can have a small secret police overlooking everyone. Right next to the prison and this Lenin statue. Come on, you can do it. Damn it, the game doesn't want to let me build it. Luckily, sometimes you can just disagree with the game and kind of hack it into doing what you want. Also, yeah, the train station leads directly to the secret police. It's like, okay, are you here to get drunk or are you going to the gulag accounting office? You know what? While we're at it, we might as well plop down like the accounting office. I think it's pretty useless, but it's gonna be fine. What else? State infrastructure. I think we've placed down most of the buildings we might actually want. Now there's also the university, but the university is a little bit expensive. Oh, and it also has like halls of residence, which is basically like a dorm for the students and stuff. It's basically a commie blog, but just a bit less sad. Or about equally as sad, go figure. Damn, where'd I put it? Yeah, fitting everything in here can be a bit challenging. Come on. Damn, I can't actually place it. Pretty, please? Game? Hello? Okay, apparently this works. There's just gonna be like an ugly as frig gap here. We can turn it into a little road though. There we go. Also, let's see if we can fit another like school or something in here. Not the big one, the medium school. Yeah, maybe that will actually work. Hey, there we go. This is very much like an overly dense design, and I've seen people build genuinely nice and pretty things, but it's gonna have to do for now. Communism achieved. We placed another school next to the pub. Hell yeah. We're also gonna build a hospital somewhere. Perhaps opposite of the store. Why not? And also a fire station. And I don't think you really need that many fire stations. It's gonna be fine. Now, there's also concerns regarding the plumbing. So we're gonna need to pump a bunch of water and stuff and do like water towers and everything else. Because I am dumb, I'm gonna place the water tower where the train tracks are. Because, you know, we can't really build anything else there anyways, so whatever. We probably want a pumping station, which is gonna transport a bunch of water. That is great, we do need that. So that should cover our water needs, at least for a fairly sizable city. Aside from that, we most likely are gonna have some sewage tanks. Oh wait, frick, right, we need water substations, which are gonna distribute the water across the city. So we're gonna have one here, and one here, and then one here, and one to the other side. Come to think of it, this industrial section also is going to need some water. Not sure how much, just do know that we need some. So let's just place one station here. Aside from that, there's also sewage. Sewage needs to leave this place as well, so let's place one here. And then also go back to the city and place some sewage tanks here too. Now I'm gonna just place them near the water ones because I think the coverage is about the same. As for where we're gonna get water and where we're gonna get rid of sewage, I think there's just, you know, a nice lake here. It's not even flowing water that goes away. We're just gonna dump everything into a lake because goddamn. For that, however, I'm gonna use a mod building because the default buildings are incredibly freaking jank and broken, and you can't really place them well. Modded buildings, however, do not have that problem. I don't think this place actually needs employees or anything. Maybe just some like power connections and stuff. It's gonna be fine. It just dumps sewage. It's fine. Dumpy lake, for real. And this is where another part of the game comes in. There's like an underground view for everything. And so we're building a bunch of like connections and stuff. Except the tunnel is above terrain in some points. Oh, damn it. Oh, no. Why have I fucked up like this? But okay, it's fine. We're doing infrastructuring. Hell yeah. Except I can't really snap them together because once more, too high above the ground. Might need to cancel the plans and you know, rework things a little bit. Oh yeah, and we also need slope because all of this stuff, it just flows based on gravity. And there's pumps to elevate the flow in key points. It might make sense, it might not make sense. It's just a goofy game. It'd be like that. Yeah, see, it says requires proper slope. So I just need to move it down a little bit. Oh, hey, I can connect it directly. Nice. Oh, this is a little bit broken. Oh, no. And in key points, we might need, like, pumps that kind of bring things above ground again. Oh my gosh, this is actually working. I don't know why it doesn't ask me to have like a slope for the terrain or whatever, but frick it, I'm gonna take what I can get. Hell yeah. It'd be actually really cool if you could turn off the whole sloping mechanism and just use the underground wires or pipes or whatever as they are, you know? Hey, we have a fully functional sewage system that's only gonna explode at the first sign of trouble. Also, this is probably gonna cost close to $1 million again. God damn. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is okay. I can live with this. Aside from that, we need to do the exact same thing, but for water across all of the frickin' city. So yeah, that's literally sewage and water then, with the exception that we don't actually have anything pumping the water into the water towers. So, we're gonna need something for that as well. So let's go and get some water pumps that are gonna feed into the towers. What's gonna happen here is that we're gonna have big pipes that go to the tower, and then gravity basically takes over from there onwards. And then we need to connect these pipes to something that actually gives us water. But the problem is that the citizens can't really drink water that comes like straight from a frickin' river in most cases because stinky water quality. So we need like a water purification plant. Yeah. Kind of problem is that like I don't know, I've been yapping for 1.5 hours. I thought that I'd build a freaking city more quickly and that it would be really cool. Still very much in progress. But yeah, luckily, the actual water production is pretty simple. There's like water wells and intakes. And you don't need like a frickload of workers for it. And the water quality is actually kind of good. Except if it's not like 98% or something, then the people are gonna get kind of sick. So we would need a water treatment plant. Probably we want some pumps as well. I don't really know what we need pumps between. Like, can we just, you know, get water from the purification thing, and do we need to pump it into the loading thing or not? But what I'm thinking is that I'm gonna have one line of water that goes to purification. I'm gonna have one line of water that goes directly to pickup. Does this mean that people are gonna drink Stimky River water? Yes. Do I care about that fact? Not really. The city now has a water setup. Heck yeah. Wow. This is where the Stimky goes. This is where we put the people trying to sell us like viewers. There. They go in the hole. Oh frick, we could also put another Lenin down. Hell yeah. We're gonna have Lenin that takes Lenin that just takes all the Stimky stuff in the face. Oh no. Another issue is that we're gonna need electricity and also a bunch of dumpsters and also like a heating plant. Why does this game have so many cool freaking mechanics? Okay, but for now, I think I'm gonna try to start building a bunch of residential areas. And in that regard, we can choose between different buildings. The cheapest ones are just like low quality rural flats. And you can actually see that the cost per flat isn't too high, but the quality of the flats is extremely low. And that's a bit of a problem because that means that everyone who lives there is gonna be very heckin' miserable. In general, you might want to try for a higher, well, multi-story building, right? And that's kind of cool, except it still costs a bunch of money. And it also takes up space. So I could have like 10 or 15 buildings here. But if I go for the super big buildings, then I could fit even more people in a small place. And that is very important because they can only walk so far on their own legs and stuff. So, you know, ideally you want mobility to be kind of easy. And on that note, I'm actually going to do a silly thing, which is to, I'm going to build a bunch of like bus stations. Kind of in the middle of the city, because every bus station actually extends the range that your people can walk. Well, maybe not here, because everything here is reachable, but maybe to the sides. And the overall idea is that once I have like some buses up and running, people should be reach everything from everywhere and go to all the places they need. It's really nice because it just kind of plops in and you get a bit of additional mobility. Very compact. Oh, well. Now, these will actually start spawning people? I don't really know exactly how many I need. And that's a bit of a little problem for me. And I could really, you know, smush them together very, very close to one another. Or I could just space them out a little bit. I could also try the thing where you really, you know, try to make everything super pretty and stuff. But I'm a bit of a dum-dum and that seldom works out that well. So instead we're just gonna have something very vaguely grid-like. Goofy city planning, for real, for real. Literally placing down some houses right next to a freaking railway. Come to think of it, I should actually place down some sports as well. Because like there's like football fields and tennis courts and other stuff like that. Damn, it's gonna be great. We already put like a place that sells booze right next to a kindergarten, so it's going nicely. Wow. Oh, we could even have like an indoor pool. How cool is that? Okay, see, and we're building the high power lines as well. And the roads. And everything's kind of coming together. Heck yeah. Wow. Okay, so we have 5,000 people. That is actually not a lot of people. What the frick? We might need to build more everything. So, yeah, let's... Because you see, the unemployment rate is 2%, which is too low. Just because that means that all of the workplaces are filled in. And we don't have people doing things, and people should be doing things. So let's just throw more people at the problem. Oh whoa. I really like that you can take the, you know, higher buildings and just build them in higher density. That's kind of cool. Oh whoa. But our limiting factor here is that we're gonna need more like schools and kindergartens very soon. I kind of get that vibe. Let's just place down more schools and kindergartens. You know, for the sake of being on the safe side. So, one small kindergarten. One relatively small school. Oh, there's even really tiny schools. That's kind of cool. Just to have stuff that's within walking distance. Unemployment didn't go up. That's weird. Oh, frick, the temperature in the building is too low. Which brings us kind of to the next part of the game, which is where we need to make sure that people actually get delivered to the places where they're gonna work. Stimkey. But first, let's set the working range of the technical services and stuff. What are the technical services gonna do? The technical services are gonna handle dumping like sewage and delivering water and all the other stuff. So, for that I probably wanted the sewage loading and unloading station near the river point. Yeah, like here. And then just build like a pipe for dumping it. Yeah, there we go. Because we already have one of those like water loading things, I think. And so for the technical services, we need to indicate all of the buildings that are gonna be working for us. So we're gonna have the water loading and unloading station over here, I think, right? Yeah. We're gonna have the sewage dump here. We're gonna have waste, and we're just dumping all of the waste from literally the whole city in this one area, Lamau. And for the most part, we need to get a whole bunch of garbage trucks, but maybe some snow plows as well. We're kind of getting close to being done with the sort of basics and having something up and running. But now we need to actually transport all of the workers between all of the areas where they need to go. So to do that, we're gonna use trains. For trains, we're gonna go with diesel locomotives. And right now I'm guessing something that has like 80 kilometers per hour top speed is more than enough. Because, you know, we literally have the wooden railways. Those aren't very fast. And we could have trains that transport like 300 people, I guess? 400 people, maybe? 500 people. That's a long-ass train. Maybe 4 would be better. For the actual line, we're gonna need to create a new one. We're gonna name it after the city. What even is the name of the city? Balasource. Okay. Balasource. Workers. So how it's gonna start? I'm thinking. the depots here, so it's first gonna go here, 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 here. Then we go to this industrial area, and we offload people. So only unload, because they're gonna get home by themselves. On the opposite way, it's gonna pick people up here, 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 and here, and unload them on this passenger station. I think we can even view the vehicle and lock our camera to it. That is a freaking long train. It might break things along the way, but it's all for the best. Lamau. I have no idea where it's going. What the frick? Yeah, look, we have like freaking roundabouts and everything. How cool is that? Oh well. Chrissy, the unemployment. I know. Hey, 60%. Let's go. You know what that means? That means we have a frickload of workers that are ready to do things for the motherland. Wow. Oh, right. The train is just going to like refuel first. Hey. Nom 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 nom. Tasty fuel. The good news, right? We have a lot of people waiting here. Not a lot of workers, curiously. A lot of people just want to use the train to go places. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. We just need to kind of space releasing new trains upon the world out, so that they, you know, aren't all bunched up. So there's the second one. And see, they're picking up a lot of people. We have our main transportation. As for the rest of this stuff, probably time to get some road vehicle depots going, which are gonna be our main form of transportation within city limits. And on that note, we're probably gonna have some end depots for the vehicles. Bus end station. Yeah. Let's just plop one here. Now we can actually get some buses going. I don't really know which ones we need. We could go for small and speedy ones, but this one that does 75 kilometers an hour is probably good. Now we're gonna have 10 buses, and we're gonna have a big ass freaking line that covers the whole city and all of the other nearby areas, except for the industrial bits, because that's a bit too far. Boom, 15 buses. Wow. Or maybe, I don't know, 10? How many did I buy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, bye. 10, like, I think. Oh, frick, I even have like a... Yeah, I do have a gas station right next to it. This is brilliant. This was my plan all along. Oh, wow. Now, the unemployment is still kind of high. I wonder if they're doing anything. Oh, hey, they're still... Yeah, they're working on the power. That's actually really nice. And we're filling up the aggregate storage. All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. Oh, wow. Actually, because this is going so well, I could even have, like, some trains that are gonna sell coal. So what it's gonna do is it's literally just gonna load a bunch of coal, and it's gonna go all the way over to the customs and sell coal. We have to be sure to tell the train not to pick up anything else, because otherwise it would get really weird. It would load its storage full of a bunch of garbage, and then we'd be very confused. Lamau. But hey, yeah, this is almost like a city. Oh hey, look, we're transporting coal. We're about to get a frickload of money. Oh wait, this city is actually built on kind of a mountain. That explains why everything is so weird. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you can like zoom in quite a bit and see how everything looks up close. And for the most part, the trains are pretty smart and they figure themselves where they want to go. Boom, and we're actually earning some money. Another thing that's arguably neat is I can go to a random building and look at the people that live there and click on a random person and see all of their stats. And if I want, I can do a little silly Politburo thing and see where they work or where they're going and all of the other stuff. That's the level of simulation this game does. And that is kind of amazing, like, oh my gosh. I think this is about where I will be wrapping up for today. I will just save this as a, stream save. And other than that, thank you all so much for dropping by. I would like to see if there's anyone who's online that we can raid. And I guess I will see all of you lovely people in another stream or video. Oh well.